Welcome everyone to the Biotech and Agar Art Showcase Submission Instructional Video for the YRDSB Zero to Genetic Engineering Hero project. To celebrate this project and our journey, we're asking you to share your students' Agar art with us to showcase their work at our upcoming live event. Share your class's Agar art by Monday, December 6th for your chance to be entered into a raffle to win your own DNA playground, which includes an additional incubator, hot plate, and some other great features to have you continue to do some biotech work with your students. So we're asking you to share this information in 3 easy steps. Step 1, you're going to upload your students' Agar art pieces, photos of it, videos of it, to your class showcase slide deck. We'll show you that in a second. You're going to then take that showcase slide deck and complete the feedback form and Agar art submission Google form, uploading your students' work to that form. We're going to then take your students' Agar art showcase pieces and we're going to include it as part of our slide deck at this live event that we're having on December 8th from 12:30 to 3:30. We're calling it our Biotech and Agar Art Showcase. So let's talk a little bit about that event before we talk about how you can upload your pieces. So first, at the Biotech event, your students are going to have a chance to meet a panel of experts, biotechnology scientists, and entrepreneurs who are sharing some unique, innovative inventions and techniques and processes that they're doing in the field of biotech. We're still in the process of confirming those guest speakers. When we get more details, we'll share with you as soon as we can. The idea is that you'll be able to join, ask live questions about relevant research that's happening in biotech, and then those guest speakers are going to stick around and actually give your students live feedback on their Agar art submissions. So we're so excited to be having Amino Labs hosting that event with us, and more details to come about the guest speakers. All right, let's talk about how you can show us and showcase your students' Agar art pieces. So first, you're going to get this slide deck, and you're going to make a copy of it. So we're going to give you the link, and the link will then give you this little blue button that says Use Template. You're going to click on that, and it'll make a copy for your drive. Once you have a copy, step 2, you're going to share that copy to your Google Classroom, create an assignment, and post it to your Google Classroom or another learning management system that you might be using, D2L, etc., allowing the students to edit the file. Once the students have edit access to the file, you can assign 1 slide per student, and they can take a picture, screenshots of their Agar art, maybe even record a short little video. And the idea is we want them to describe their process of creating their Agar art piece. They're going to upload it to their chosen slide deck, and then you're going to take that information, step 5, and you're going to submit it in the submission form, Google form, that's provided in this link. So a couple of tips on how your students or what your students are going to be submitting for their journey. So here's the template here. Each student will get the exact same template, and the idea is step 1, we want the students to kind of share their journey in making their Agar art. You can add pictures, screenshots, maybe even take a short video and share their learning journey here. It's not just about the end product. We really want to see from the beginning to the end how they were able to create their Agar art. Step 2, they're going to add their date, their age, their first name only for privacy reasons, please. And then maybe ask them to come up with a creative name for their Agar art pieces. And then step 3, or question 2, or part 2 in the guide, we really want to build in that process of reflection with your students. Have them explain what they learned about bacteria, what worked well, and what you would do differently next time. They can type in this text box here. Again, here's a couple of tips for those students who want to actually create a little mini video of their journey. Again, they can record their video using Google Meet. They can locate it in their drive. They'll have to change their settings so that anyone in your region can view it before they submit it and incorporate it into their deck. So make sure you remind them that. And then just a couple of considerations if students are wanting to submit video or audio. Please keep the recording short, 3 minutes max. No student faces. Focus on the process work and not necessarily the end product. And then this might be even something that you could use as a way of assessing their work through this project as well. Then students respond to those questions on the slide. So they can do that in audio form or they can do that in written form. So here's the template. This slide deck you're going to get a copy of, and we've made 35 copies of this slide. Again, you would assign a name to each of the students and have them share their journey of how they have their creative process during this Agar art project. Date, grade, first name, school name, piece of the Agar art, and the really big key here are these reflection pieces. What was the original concept and design? How does the final product differ? Explain what you learned about bacteria, and then what could you do differently to produce the intended results. We are so excited to see what your students come up with this year. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk soon.